Hey guys, Fix-It Rick here. Our one-piece Kohler toilet, not really flushing very well. It would fill and then stop and then refill and then stop. It was clearly having some trouble and figured it was probably this seal here. You can see that seal is, so I'm going to replace both the filler and the flapper, and that should fix that problem. So to start with, let's take the chain off, the flapper. Using a rag, I soaked it up as best I could, because if you don't do that, water's going to come out when you take the fill valve off. I've already shut off the water, shut off. Take the hose off the filler. Of course, there's a little bit of water. The tricky part, this is a one-piece Kohler toilet, right? So there's no bolts holding this part onto here. So the tricky part about that is getting this off. We'll show you how that's done in a minute. First, let me get this fill valve off. And to do that, just get a channel lock on the down at a rental, where I'm refurbishing a rental down in Santan Valley. Okay, that's off. This should come off. There we are. And here's the fun part.
Okay, everyone, here comes the fun part.
You straddle the toilet to get a good angle on this thing. And it's you'll see it's a triangle. So we rotate this way. Or we try to rotate it that way. And they say you should, let me take the flapper off. But you, I guess you push down as best you can to relieve pressure from the, boy, that's tough. It's just awkward. I don't have a good, I can't get a good grip on it to rotate it. It has to rotate one way or the other.
This is difficult.
All right, let's see if channel locks help. And this plastic's just gonna snap if I, boy, that is really in there. This is why I do not like one-piece toilets. They look great, but they're hard as heck to service. Just can't get a good grip on this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is not the best design for maintenance.
That's a bad design.
I'm leaning towards, let's break this thing. He just can't get any grip on this. I don't know if I'll ever buy another one-piece toilet, be honest with you. It shouldn't be this difficult, right?
Is this fun for you, being difficult?
Let's just show you what I got. I got a pry bar, and I'm gonna wedge it against, there's 3 teeth on the bottom here. And I'm hoping, and then I'm gonna rotate it with a pair of channel locks. And let's pray to the plumbing gods that something works here. Kohler, I hope you're watching, because this is not what anybody would call a reasonable amount of work to get this off. Yep, it's rotating. Okay, got it. All right, guys, I love a challenge as much as the next guy, but there's no way that was easy. There's just no way. In fact, I broke, who cares? I broke one of the tabs. That's okay. But you can see the triangle now that this thing's supposed to lock into, the new one. Let's get this cleaned up and get the new one in.
Okay, let's wrap this up.
Okay, this is the new one. There's the 3 tabs. We don't want to break those. They say to take the flapper valve off. So we'll do that. So basically what has to happen is you put it in on an angle, something like that. You push down and rotate clockwise, and those 3 tabs are going to lock in like here, here, and here. That's the idea anyway. So that is not going too easy. And I think the problem is just friction against this thing. So I could put some plumber's putty maybe, unless I'm not pushing hard enough to clear. See, these tabs have to clear the porcelain there before this thing will even turn. Really requires superhuman strength.
I don't have super strength.
I don't know how a plumber does this, let alone an average DIYer. This is just a ridiculous design. So I'm going to put something on here that, like plumber's putty, that might help a bit. So what I came up with is Pool and Spa Lube. This will seal and slide.
Slip and slide, baby. Slip and slide.
One hopes. Okay, I got it started, and it wasn't easy. I actually went this way to go rotate it that way, but it involved pushing very hard. But once you get it, it now rotates, and you want it about like that. So it's in there. Seems to be pressing down on the gasket nicely. So that's how it looks when it's in. It's actually still rotated just slightly. Okay, I think that's okay. All right, we can put the flapper back on. We can put the fill valve back on. So these are, by the way, genuine Kohler parts. This is the should go in no problem.
Unfortunately, that sounds a little like famous last words.
This adjusts this way to. This is supposed to be a certain distance from the top. Okay, it goes in about like that. So I've got the height adjusted on this now, almost all the way down, so it's about level with the lid. While we're down here, let's attach this. And so there goes the fill tube. Fill tube goes in there. The way this works, I believe, is this has to go in here. So this can go like this, and that can go like that. We'll have to adjust this when we get water in there, which we're going to do now. But the flapper looks like it works. Let's turn the valve. Okay. Water filling. Boy, that's close to the water line. I'm pretty happy with that. We're going to call that good.
Problem? What problem?
All right, that's all I've got. This is Fix It Rick. Thanks for watching.